This is epic shit. What?
This is a story about taking risks and making beer. So it goes like this. Arpin and Emma left their cushy awesome jobs in California to make beer 6,000 miles away. They sold the things they didn't need, packed up 200 pounds of the things they would need, and on November 12th, 2009, they flew to Argentina with the hopes of starting a brewery with a friend of a friend. But as fate would have it, things didn't work out, which is why I'm here, in a post office, in Cordoba, Argentina, watching them pack up and send home a 50-pound box of clothes and other items of sentimental value.
And is that like presents?
Yes, it's a tie for my brother for his birthday.
Okay.
Now the details of how things fell apart are a little lengthy, so I'll give you the short version. A while back, Arpin's best friend hooked him up with his friend, Chipper, a young entrepreneur from the US who started a hostel in Buenos Aires. This hostel was going to be their base and their brewery. Arpin and Emma worked out all the details with him beforehand, forming a business plan, packing up all their beer-making equipment, and then, just a few weeks before they came, Chipper emailed them saying that he needed to get out of this hostel business. Things have changed, but don't worry, he said. Come down here anyways, and we will make this happen. Well, Chipper didn't turn out to be such a great guy, and things went sour fast. The new space they were supposed to have didn't exist, the support they were promised when they arrived didn't come, and Chipper expected them to drop thousands of dollars in startup costs. So obviously their plans have changed now, and they're using what money they have left to travel around South America. But the awesome thing about this is they don't regret any of it. Sure, they're bitter about the whole mess, but if you met them on the street or in a hostel like I did, you'd never know. It's their attitude and willingness to find humor in the situation that makes this story so good. Well, here, I'll give you an example. Just listen to them talk about some of their stuff.
So we came with 200 pounds of luggage, plus our carry-ons.
And the guitar. Yeah.
And the guitar. 200 pounds of luggage, carry-ons, and guitar.
Yep.
Really
There's some
funny.
gems in here.
Gem.
There's some gems in this one. So yeah, these are all practical things that we thought for some reason we would not only want but need in South America.
Like frisbee.
Photos,
Skis.
kite, a neon rainbow kite.
That's like this big. Little boutiques to put up on the wall. Why would we want to, buy a $30 U-lock?
When we have
Just
one.
carry a 5-pound one.
Not one, but 2 sets of knitting needles.
Beer brewing equipment's useful when you're backpacking across the continent. Bottle capper. About 3 pounds worth of beer caps. More than half a dozen books about how to make your own
We've already
beer.
given away like 4.
So you guys were really planning on like this was going to be a living arrangement. This wasn't a travel. No, obviously.
We weren't here to travel. We were like,
Yeah.
we'll make one vacation and go to Machu Picchu, go
Yeah.
to Peru.
And we told ourselves, whatever happens, let's not backpack.
That was our plan.
So now, Arpin and Emma are off to Bolivia to volunteer at a hostel, and maybe, just maybe, work as apprentices at a brewery in La Paz. When I asked them about their dream of having their own brewery, this is what they had to say.
The dream of coming down and like working in a brewery here and getting like, is that done and finished? Like after you guys are done, are you ever gonna try this again? Yeah.
Someday.
Someday.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
it's something we're both oddly passionate about and were before we even met each other.
Yes,
We
that's
already
summer.
came up with a name for our brewery. It was gonna be the Laboratory.
The laboratory.
That's a shame. I guess we just saved that nugget for California.
Aluminium.
With aluminium ale and that's
Yeah,
it. I don't know.
we had a bunch of element puns, but
Because he's a scientist.
that was a long time.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Someday,
I think.
somewhere.
Okay, cool. That was really good.
Last night I had a dream we were inseparably entwined, like a piece of rope made out of two pieces of vine, held together holding each other with no one else in mind, like two atoms in a molecule inseparably combined.